Hey guys, we got our Black Friday special in. It's now Wednesday, so 3 days, pretty typical, as it says. 3-day shipping up on top here. Going to be just an unboxing of the BCM-220. It's the 220 mobile radio that BridgeCom offers, and heard a lot of good things about BridgeCom, so this is what we got in the package. Just an unboxing in this one, and I'll probably do some as I set it up. So complete, fresh off the porch, still has Minnesota snowflakes on it. At least drying here. And this one is just to see how it comes literally off the doorstep. So I'm going to do my best to keep it in the viewfinder so you can see what's going on. All right, besides your typical packing peanuts. We've got thank you for your order and some other information that's on here. Set that on the side, and that's basically what I'm going to do during this video. Use only a supplied microphone with the radio. That's interesting because I've heard that it's similar to the Kenwood, which you can kind of see up here. I would have a spare. Possible pin-to-pin incompatibility. Interesting. I'm going to look into that more. Good to know that they write that on there because I probably would have tried. Fancy pen. I won't turn that down. All right. Gotta get this out of here without completely stepping in front of the camera. Pretty snug in there, probably make a mess. Oh, we didn't do too bad. Alright, I can set this out of the way. Now this should be the 220. Alright, so it does look like they got it correct because the front I couldn't really tell. Looks like a fairly generic, or at least universal would be the right term. So we got the BCM-220 VHF radio, made in Korea, interesting. And then, of course, VHF with that. All right, we're going to keep on going. Again, as you can tell, it's the first time. Awesome! That's how they did it. I did do the Black Friday special. They said basically, as with the repeaters, just order the radio and they'll throw it in the programming. And they did. They tucked it right underneath the normal top. So, cable. Looks like a nice quality cable, I'm not going to lie. It doesn't look like your normal, just cheap thrown in type of cables. So, we've got, toss that on the side, the BCM radio programming CD. No serial numbers, but probably not needed. I relate that to RT systems. Manual. Looks pretty decent. Not real long, which is probably pretty nice. 31 pages. We got another little information here. Again, the only supplied microphone. So I guess that's interesting. That's the second time they've done that. So we've got two of them now. So it must be, we're going to say important. Programming kit, or excuse me, mounting kit for the microphone. I'm just going to keep making a pile. And then just to get to the point of this video is seeing what's in there. Mobile mounting bracket. Or in the office, I guess. Doesn't have to be mobile, but for the mobile radio. What do we all have tucked in here snug? Looks like that holds the radio. So bear with me, guys. I've never opened this, and they have packaged everything nice and snug. This, yep, BridgeCom, and that must be the microphone. The ACC800DT. Make sure there's nothing else in there, so I'm just going to open it and again set stuff on the side. Now this is something I wanted to know in a video. So you see all these different companies making microphones. To put it in perspective, there's not a real firm click that you have with, let's say, oh gosh, ICOM I think would be a good one. I think that the one I have, the mic has a bit of a click, but the microphone is substantial. It's heavy. I mean heavy. It makes my Kenwood. I don't have a scale, I didn't plan for this, but I would honestly say at least another half as heavy. I don't know if you relate quality to heavy, but definitely, I mean, we are solid. Hard to prove, but take my word for it. Way heavier built than the Kenwood standard microphone. Again, they say that don't use anything else besides this with the radio. They've got two of them in there, but very impressed right there. Way more than expected. Hard to tell, because again, I shouldn't focus on the microphone so much. That's not the point of the video. We'll get to that later. Careful here. Back of the radio. And something, I guess you can see from the videos and probably the specs. These are filling, and then there's the power cable. As other videos have been, this is a standard. Not the heaviest gauge, but again, it is a 30 watt mobile, so it's not your 65 or 80 watt like Yaesu does. I don't see a gauge printed, and it's probably in the code, but I'm not going to guess much more than 12 or even 14. It's pretty small, I'm be honest with that, but probably all that's needed, so let's not consider that a bash. And then the radio itself. You've seen this online, probably other videos, but I'm just going to kind of show you it a little bit. And it's cold. It's just like you can see my handprints came off of the doorstep, and it's teens of degrees out here already. All right, so again, see it actually does list BridgeCom on there. And of course, the other model and serial information. Don't need to get into those specs or specifics. SO239, you're normally UHF type of connector, so for ham friendly, you don't need all the adapters. Ends are nice, but are they that common? I don't know, maybe for some. Some radios, I think that the Kenwood, just to compare it to, since it's a very similar kind of commercial looking, no inline fuse here, but there is on the power cable. So again, a lot of radios don't have it here, but just to note, nice that this is longer, because when it's mounted underneath the shelf or in back of the car and you want to unplug it to do some type of work, you can likely pull that up and around, because that is probably about twice as long as the Kenwood, what I'm just comparing to. Information on the back, we have accessory port, and it does look like the same type of connector that you find on the back of the Alinco version of this radio, or at least the Alinco 220, I should say. And I believe that that is used, well, I think for other type of linking, but I'll look at that. And then your standard external speaker type of microphone style jack, I think 3.5 millimeter. Decent looking radio, I'm not gonna lie. So I think that brings up everything that's in here. I'm kind of falling out of the camera, but bear with me. So again, that's it. Everything they said is everything that arrived. From what I'm, my first impression without firing it up, physical build quality, weight, density type of stuff, guys. Yeah, 100% impressed. Let's hope it works as good as it feels. Take care.